Imagine a global city with no mayor, no police, no central bank, yet every transaction is verified, every rule is enforced, and every citizen agrees on the same version of history. How does a system like that even function? It functions because of one invisible engine running behind the scenes: Bitcoin mining. But mining isn't just machines solving puzzles, it's a story of incentives, security, math, and human coordination on a global scale. Today, I'm going to show you how Bitcoin mining really works, from proof of work to halving, hash rate, nodes, and everything in between, in a way that finally makes sense. Before Bitcoin existed, digital money had one fatal flaw: it could be copied. If you send someone a photo, you still have the original. If you send someone a file, you still have a copy. But money can't work that way. Bitcoin needed a system that prevented double spending, verified transactions without a central authority, ensured fairness, and protected the network from manipulation. Mining became the solution, not because it was easy, but because it was the only way to create digital scarcity without trusting a middleman. Proof of work is the original conscious mechanism that powers Bitcoin. Here's a simple version. Miners compete to solve a cryptographic puzzle. The first one to solve it earns the right to add a new block to the blockchain. Why puzzles? Because they make cheating expensive. To rewrite history, an attacker would need to redo all the puzzles faster than the entire global mining network, an impossible task. POW is not just mining, it's the security system that keeps Bitcoin decentralized and tamper proof. Hashrate is the total computational power securing the Bitcoin network. Think of it like the horsepower of the entire system. The higher the hash rate, the harder it is to attack the network. The more secure Bitcoin becomes, and the more competitive mining gets. Hash rate is the heartbeat of Bitcoin, a real time measure of how much global energy and hardware is protecting the blockchain. Here's where Bitcoin gets brilliant. Every 10 minutes, a new block must be added. Not 5 minutes, not 20 minutes, 10. But miners are constantly adding more machines, increasing hash rate. So, how does Bitcoin keep block times consistent? Mining difficulty. Every 2 weeks, the network automatically adjusts the difficulty of the puzzle. If blocks are being mined too fast, difficulty increases. If blocks are being mined too slow, difficulty decreases. This self regulating mechanism keeps Bitcoin stable, no matter how many miners join or leave. It's one of the most elegant systems in all of computer science. Every 4 years, something dramatic happens. The Bitcoin block reward gets cut in half. This event is called the halving, and it reduces Bitcoin entering circulation, increases scarcity, protects Bitcoin from inflation, and creates long term price pressure. Early miners earned 50 BTC per block. Today, miners earn a fraction of that. This predictable, transparent monetary policy is the opposite of traditional finance. No surprises, no printing, and no manipulation. Miners don't control Bitcoin, nodes do. Nodes are computers that store the entire blockchain and enforce the rules. They check for transactions, they check for block validity, and they check if miners are following the rules. If a miner tries to cheat, nodes reject the block instantly. Nodes are the referees, miners are the players. This separation of roles is what keeps Bitcoin decentralized. While Bitcoin uses proof of work, many modern blockchains use proof of stake. Instead of using energy, POS uses economic skin in the game. Validators lock in their tokens as collateral. If they behave honestly, they earn rewards. If they cheat, they lose their stake. POS is more energy efficient, more scalable, and more accessible. But it's also newer, and it trades physical security and energy for economic security. Both systems have strengths, both systems have trade offs. Mining isn't just machines, it's entrepreneurs in Texas using solar farms, engineers in Iceland using geothermal energy, and hobbyists running a single ASIC in their garage. Mining is a global community, and every miner contributes to the network's strength. Bitcoin mining is more than a technical process. It's a story of incentives, security, and global coordination. A system that has run flawlessly for over a decade without a CEO, headquarters, or central authority. If you understand mining, you understand Bitcoin.